welcome to Mike TV, everybody. We're going. Oh, come on. Something's got to happen here. What do we want to? I got to figure out a way to make this work. Oh, it's cold. Feel that breeze. I gotta get some people. Hey, we're watching. Somebody's on. I'm assuming it's Cretinous. Because nobody else watches. I was gonna play guitar, but we can talk crypto for a minute. I'm trying to get some people on here. Like, sending notice that I'm live. I got a lot of videos. 222 videos. And 96 subscribers. None of the subscribers ever watch. Wait a minute. 3 views, 5 views, 5 views, 1 view. People have been viewing my stuff. I guess well, those look old though. Oh, those were streamed 9 months ago. Yeah. I'm still not to the point where I'm actually letting people know that I'm live. I gotta share it. Yeah. Hopefully I won't dump that one. Stop. Yep. Oh, but now I don't have Messenger to send it to him. Well, that was a complete and total waste of time. That was a complete and total waste of time. We're going to talk about crypto while we play guitar. Crypto is the way to go. Crypto is on the way to snow. About snow time. Yeah, crypto, when it hits snow time, that's when there's going to be some money. When it's snowing. Because the altcoins have to go up. You got to give them time. I mean, Bitcoin's just on a slow rise now. It's been going up like 100 a day for a week. You know, and Bitcoin's sort of this marker. You know. And now I got no viewers. I got no viewers, man. I'll be dragging that bitch. No viewers? I don't need this. I'm just gonna talk. I'm not even gonna play. Yeah. Huh. Wow. I'm just gonna sit here and vape and talk. Yeah. Still can't find people to be in my band. Nobody gets the concept of the band. The band is a dead thing. Like a real dead thing, not a Grateful Dead thing. It's about dead people. Music is about dead people for me. I think, but I don't know. I think, but I don't know. Maybe. Vaping brings up a lot of extra stuff in your lungs. It's like super smoking power. I think it delivers nicotine better. It takes very little nicotine to have the same effect as a cigarette. I wonder if you could concentrate nicotine down to where it was like, you know, like strong, like, you know, a drug. It is a drug, but I mean, and not harmful still. You know, like if nicotine itself could be concentrated down, because people put on those patches and go like, sick, you know, and get ill. So I'm thinking it's almost really definitely 100% a poison, no matter how you look at it. We consume a lot of poisons now. I mean, alcohol is poison. That's why they have alcohol poisoning. You consume too much, it'll poison you. Although there's water toxification too. Who knows? We had 2 viewers for a second, man. 2 viewers. But they're not viewing anymore. They tuned out when I got the guitar. But the guitar is the show, man. No matter how repetitive it gets. Today there's no guitar. We're just gonna talk for 10 minutes. 20 minutes. See how that goes. How lovely that is. And we could talk about Ripple and Litecoin. Litecoin doesn't seem to be talked about that much since the Litecoin Cash fiasco. The Litecoin Cash fiasco, it's like, and who wants to talk about Litecoin anymore? So it's a sad thing. We've decided we're probably not playing guitar, so if you just want to listen to me ramble, that's what we're doing. A minute ago we were discussing nicotine and if we could concentrate it to the point it was a drug, and then we realized, that's what happens when people put on too many patches and get sick and ill. But, there's caffeine overdoses, there's certainly sugar overdoses. It can lead to diabetes, and then there's nicotine overdoses, there's alcohol overdoses. It seems like there's a lot of things that we can overdose on. Water toxification is another one, supposedly, I've heard. I don't know how believable that is. I can't believe that drinking too much water could kill you. But apparently, too much water, and you're just like, water, and there's nothing in you. And you gotta have something in you to be more than just water, I guess. And you turn into a water head. I don't know. It just seems like there's a combination. I think we just have to confuse our brain sometimes, I think the whole thing is our belly tells our brain things, and if we just have different things going on in our belly, then our brain has different things to think about. It's just a thought. And anyways, we lose our audience rather rapidly around here, and they don't even like to tell me who they are. They just want to go away. They just want to go away. So, we have to stay away from things. I'm working on a health kick. I'm trying to lose weight, purify my body. But like we were saying, there's water toxification. So how purified is your body supposed to be? And you're still going to have your fat cells, and your fat cells are still going to be clouded with crap. Whatever crap you've been eating and putting in you. So you got to get rid of every fat cell. And replace it with a clean one. Or at least get the fat cell you have rinsed out, so to speak. I don't know if that's true, a truism or something that you can do. That one showed up on this, so it's not a message. Probably an email. Hi all. Hi to you too, Sherwin. Yep. Oh, my pen is leaking. These things leak. If you're thinking about vaping, buy an expensive one that's not a piece of crap and don't go around dropping it. That's my advice. But I'll tell you what, if you get crossed over, see, a lot of people hit it once and they're like, and they cough real loud. But really, if you give it a chance, the way you feel comes back. All these guys, man. All these guys. Yeah, he's not watching me. I'm gonna text him and say, why aren't you watching me? Why aren't you watching me? Come on. Come on. Come on. Yep. I'm such an idiot. Cause I suck. Cause I suck. Email. Had to get an email. Narcissistic. Is that what it is, guys? Is that what it is? It's not that bad. Yeah. So I really do want to make this about crypto. This is the Naked Crypto Show where we play rock and roll. I don't know. I sit around trying to ponder the purpose of the show, and it stems from Streetlight Poetry, because that's the channel. And if you see those are me reading poetic verses, and they're really, I thought they were halfway decent. Just the recordings are a little off, and they clip words, and things like that. But certainly the idea of going out under a streetlight and reciting poetry has an appeal to me, and I'd like to see that project, through. It just never really developed. But we've gone into this crypto world, where there is no poetry except for the digits and numbers moving, if they'd move. I've been watching this one coin. I don't know. It's just a little coin, Nobody knows about it, called the VIG, and nobody knows about it. It's so small. It's just so small. And I have some, and I'd like to see it go up, because I'd like to make some money. Because I'll never gamble it away. It's good for micro bets. That's the sell line. Micro bets. I don't like micro bets. I like making big bets. I like to take like 10 bitcoins and just roll the dice. And if I don't get snake eyes, oh well. That's what I like to do. That's what I do. I do that every day, like 6 times a day, 12 times a day, 100 times a day. Just take 10 bitcoins and roll the dice. Yep. Because I'm rich like that. No, get real. I ain't got those kinds of bitcoins. Anybody believing that hogwash is just really into it. Into believing people with Ferraris, automatically have bitcoins. I mean, it's like you can have a Ferrari without having bitcoins. It's just probably a Hot Wheels, And that's what mine is. Mine's a Hot Wheels. I got 3 Hot Wheels right now. That's 3 cars. Somebody said they were full-size cars, but they really are cars. There's no denying it. They're like 1/64 scale, but it specifically says they're cars. So don't say I don't have 3 cars. They're pretty sharp. Nice paint jobs, everything. Anyways, so what we got to do is we got to figure out the Bitcoin thing. And, I want to be a boss. And we got to figure out how to make some money, in Bitcoin. And it seems to me the easy way to do it is get paid in Bitcoin, provide a service, and then get paid in Bitcoin. I'd like to teach. It seems like that would be a nominally good way to make money in Bitcoin, would be to teach Bitcoin somehow. But that would be like what other people do for a living, and I don't really want to make my living teaching Bitcoin, although I could. Make money teaching Bitcoin. That would be a way to go. I would like that. I kept thinking that's what I would do. That's why I was learning it. But I don't know enough about it. You know, there's this blockchain technology, as they call it, but it's really an innovation and not really a technology. But it's a blockchain, and that's what it's all about. It's not about Bitcoin. It's not about the VIG. It's not about Ethereum or Ripple or Litecoin Cash, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold. It's not about any of these things. Verge. It's not. It's not about any of them. It's about the blockchain. And people say the innovation there, right, is that you make a change to it, and like it gets an unmutable change along the chain of chains, you know, and it's supported by a network. But if the network isn't fully active or gets messed up, there would be a problem. Or let's look at the situation where like the network gets messed up, or um, well, gee, just why should I keep a ledger for other people? You know, I have to have a vested interest in having a copy of this blockchain that's immutable because it's done on consensus. So I have to have a reason to want to keep the blockchain myself, a copy of it. Um, maybe we can get a blockchain going, you know, and it stand. But you know, do you really want a record of something that you can't go back and change, right? I mean, because suppose I accidentally pay you $20, and I was only supposed to pay you $2. Well, I don't want it immutable. I want to be able to get 18 of it back. And so the problem is its own innovation is its own problem, as far as I see some of it, with being, you know, a blockchain and having it so that you can't go back and reverse anything, because that could be a problem if you accidentally had a transaction you wanted to reverse, right? Um, and you can't. I mean, so you have to be very diligent and do your best not to make any mistakes, obviously. But that's one of the drawbacks to the blockchain. Even though the fact that once it's done, and it can't be changed. You know. And there again, like I said, I have to have a vested interest in keeping a copy of the blockchain as much as everybody else does in order for us to have a consensus, and it's all based on consensus. So somehow the only way it works is that there's enough of a value distribution around that people actually keep up with their blockchains. You know, and I think it is true. You know, the blockchain in and of itself is a huge innovation of 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 smart programming, of intelligent programming. It's a huge deal. It's a huge deal. It sounds like one to me, anyways, based on what other people have said. Now, who's blockchain? You know, I mean, like I said, Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Legacy, Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that, Litecoin Cash, Litecoin, Ripple, Ethereum, Verge, whatever you got. It's, you know, the VIG, there's Layecoin, you know, all the things I have, Bitbean, all these stupid ones, you know, that'll do really well in the altcoin rise that's coming in the next 6 months, based on how Bitcoin's doing. They ought to do okay in 6 months, 6 to 8 months. Might be a good sell-off point if you're looking at selling off, um, and making some cash. 6 to 8 months, I wouldn't sell anything for 6 to 8 months because it's at a low. If you own it, keep it because it's at a low. There's no making more money right now, less money, more money. There's no, just, I mean, sure, they're shitting around, but the truth of it all, the truth of the numbers, I think, comes out in 6 to 8 months, and it'll either be up or down, of course, because those are the only two directions it can go when you're moving left and right, and you're only moving right because time only moves in one direction. So, given where we're at, and it being up or down, I'd say give it 6 or 8 months, and if you want it for a sell-off point, and if it doesn't look good, don't sell, but that might be the only time to sell. And that's just because I notice trends with people. See, I think about the way people behave, and the way people think, and the way that they respond to numbers. See, people respond to numbers. Nobody actually gives that any credit. You know, people look at people look at it like it's a game, right? Like it's a game of coins. You know, like what to hold and what not to hold. You know, and they look at the name of the coin and they go, well, is this a good name even for a coin or whatever? Is the developer's good for it, you know? But also the name, and they think there's a lot of, in the news, what's in the news about it, any announcements, and they go on and on about all these kinds of things. But you know, one thing people pay attention to more than a lot of other things is just the raw number. They go, well, it was lower yesterday, so it's got to be higher today. They play low card, high card. They really do. There's a certain percentage of people that just play low card, high card with these numbers. And they affect the numbers. You know, people affect the numbers that are effectuating, that effectually are studying the numbers. And that's really the way it works, man. It's off of the numbers. That's why I'm saying 6 to 8 months, is because they're going to be looking at those same numbers that I'm looking at. I'm just going with a numbers trend. Numbers trend to 6 to 8 months would be pretty good. You know? Mm-hmm. Well... Wow, real life, huh? Wow. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I like wasting space. This isn't even sending. There it goes. Uh-huh. My show's about over. We've topped out at 20 minutes. Blip, blip, blip. Jeez, dude, blip my phone. Anyways, we're gonna cash out of this video because we're gonna try to. We gotta cash out of this video, or play guitar, do something until we go and. Wash the car, maybe. Later. Ow, my hand. You got handed.